What's going on, everybody? Prophecy Wiz, and today we're going to be talking about the most toxic card in Yu-Gi-Oh! I first wanted to take a quick second to apologize for the lack of uploads recently. I have bronchitis. I've had bronchitis for the last week, nothing like crazy serious. I've just been super sick, so I have not been recording YouTube videos. So I really apologize about that. If you guys like this content, and content like this, please be sure to not only like and subscribe, but check out my Twitch, linked below, where I stream every Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I do high-rated dueling book. I talk about the format, all of the things that are going on, look at all the new cards, and answer any questions, and I'm always playing the decks that I post deck profiles from, so if you guys like that, please be sure to check that out. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I wanted to talk today about my thoughts on what the most toxic card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, and it was partially because the ban list has been coming, as we should be coming soon, and I wanted to get everybody else's opinions to see if everybody else is on the same page. So, the card that I think is the #1 most toxic, worst card for the game, and the card that was the absolute top #1 item on my wish list to go, even though there are a few cards on the wish list, let's be honest, is Triple Tactic Talent. I absolutely hate that card. I feel like a lot of players share the sentiment that there is no card. Like, there are a lot of cards that feel bad when your opponent has them, right? That's obvious. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? That's going to happen, but I feel like specifically when my opponent is going first, I hand trap them once, and then they activate Triple Tactic Talent, look at my hand, rip a second hand trap, and then have perfect hand knowledge and combo anyways. There is nothing worse than that. It genuinely is just the worst feeling in the world. Especially if they stop, God forbid you have a Fua, your opponent normally summons Ice Riser, you chain a Fua, they Ash the Fua, and then on Resolve the Ice, summon a body, get that effect, and then on Resolution, activate talents, look at your hand. I feel like my win rate when my opponent has Triple Tactic Talent is 20%, specifically when they're going first and I hand trap them once and they resolve talents. I don't never win in those situations, but it feels like it's the card that I would lose to the most, just every time my opponent has it. The reason I thought that it was an interesting discussion is kind of to see if everybody else feels as strongly about this card as I do. I know I have some friends and some other competitive players in the game that feel the same way, but I think one of the ways that I differ on this card a little bit is that I feel like this card is a much bigger issue than cards like Crossout Designator. I feel like Crossout Designator, while I won't be upset if it goes to 1, it's just so much different. Crossout Designator doesn't feel like an absolute guaranteed loss when your opponent opens it. It feels like when my opponent opens Crossout, I feel like 40% of those times I can still win. Where, especially after siding, I'm siding into three hand traps. If I hand trap them once and they look at my hand, they're still dealing with another hand trap out, even if they rip another one out of my hand. And that feels okay. If they negate one with Crossout, it feels okay, because sometimes I'll have an additional one, if I chain Ash Blossom to Duo Drive, and they chain, I can chain an Imperm or Valor, where Triple Tactic Talent just feels so much more toxic, because then if you have other hand traps, you can rip one and then play around the other one. And, yeah, I don't know, that card is just it's just the worst. I'm really hoping it gets set in this next ban list. I very highly doubt it will get hit, but I would really like to see it go, and I was just wondering what everybody else's stance on that was in the community. If you guys feel like Crossout Designator is just as bad, or if you feel like Talents is significantly worse. I know sometimes people are well, then you got to do something about Thrust, but a Thrust doesn't feel as bad. I don't know. It's something about looking at the hand and hand ripping your opponent just makes it feel so much worse, which is why people are complaining about the Mermaid card. So, personally, I just do not have any real qualms with Crossout. I think that card, while I don't think it's a super healthy card for the game, it's not nearly the level of frustrating for me as Triple Tactic Talent. And I've seen I think all 3 decks that won the 3v3 YCS Jesse Cotton's team. I think all of them were main decking 3 copies of Triple Tactic Talent. And I feel like that's just bad news bears for the format, even though it's going to be short-lived. That card, if it doesn't go, is not going to be short-lived. That's going to be a common occurrence, and it just feels like there's a lot of non-games that you just lose for free because your opponent just got lucky and opened. You know, I mean, they have to play it, but if they just open the talents, it's like takes so much skill out of the game, in my opinion. There are times where like playing around talents is skillful, but if you have to hand trap your opponent or you're gonna lose, you sometimes just have to play into it. So I was wanting everybody's opinion on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys hate Triple Tactic Talent as much as I do? Do you guys think that Crossout Designator is just as toxic? And on top of that, if you guys don't agree, or even you do agree, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think is the most toxic card in Yu-Gi-Oh! And what you guys hate the most. There's a part of me that wanted to talk about Link Decoder in this video as well. I'm going to save that for a different day, a different discussion, but that card was definitely something that I was thinking about. It's just not as prevalent in every single deck, so I wanted to talk about just a single card and what I think is absolutely the most toxic. And this has been my most hated card for well over a year, so I thought it was about time that we talked about it and get the community's opinion. So thank you guys all so much. Like I said, if you guys like this content, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as check out my Twitch linked below at ProphecyWiz_. I stream every Monday through Friday, 7 to 11 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you.